Well, here we are with another video game movie in the middle of what is, in my opinion, the video game movie renaissance. But does this one fit into that? Hi everybody, Anthony here from Awesome Anthony Productions, and today I'm going to give you my review of Until Dawn. But before we get started, please leave a like, and at the end of the video, if you think I've earned it, please subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss any of my new reviews. Now let's get into it. In Until Dawn, 1 year after her sister mysteriously disappears, Clover, played by Ella Rubin, heads back to the creepy, isolated mountain valley where it all went down. And because this is a horror movie, she of course brings a crew of friends with her. Her ex Max, played by Michael Cimino, and her friends Nina, played by Odessa A'zion, Megan, played by Ji Young Yu, and Nina's boyfriend Abe, played by Belmont Cameli. What starts as a search and rescue mission turns into a blood-soaked night of survival when they stumble onto an abandoned visitor center, and BAM! Masked killer. Slasher chaos, people dying in brutal ways, but then they all wake up to relive the same night again and again and again. Yep, it's a Groundhog Day of death. And look, that premise, incredible. The execution?
Not so much.
First off, the beginning of this film, the first 15 minutes, is all exposition. Every little detail gets explained to the audience. By the time those 15 minutes were up, I was like, okay, movie, I get it.
That is a shit ton of exposition.
Now, if you're here for the kills, you're probably gonna have a good time. This is where Until Dawn actually delivers. Fun, nasty, inventive deaths, and bless them for going heavy on the practical blood and gore effects. We're talking like full-on splatter-the-wall stuff, and I was totally here for it. The production design, honestly solid. The abandoned lodge they're stuck in looks fantastic, and the killer/creature designs, yes, there's more than one threat, are fun in a weird, twisted way, and are pretty reminiscent of what's in the original game. But man, these characters.
I hate all of you.
They suck. Zero development. Zero depth. Just walking, talking caricatures. If you're a fan of the original game, these new characters don't even come close to replicating the original cast. They're all basically dollar store versions of archetypes that we've already seen done better 10 years ago. And the dialogue was a lot of cringe. Aside from some tongue-in-cheek moments that play into a part of the movie that I actually enjoyed, the parts where it leans into the silly B-movie roots of this whole thing. Coming back to the cast, Peter Stormare is back here as Dr. Hill, and I think he's the best part of the movie. Creepy, unsettling, just fully committed stepping back into this role after a decade.
You're a really creepy dude.
There's also a fun little found footage section in the third act that I really enjoyed. It's one of the few fresh flourishes that gives the movie more life, even if it comes a little late. But let's talk about that twist/villain reveal. No spoilers, but man was it a bucket of cringe. It's the kind of villain reveal where they pause to explain every little detail, Bond villain style. It undercuts the tension, it makes very little sense, and it drags the movie's pacing to a halt. Literally right before the ending, I was just sitting there like, really? This is how we're doing this? Even with all the fun I had in this movie, what really hurts the most is that this could have been a layup and a home run if they just completely adapted the game from 10 years ago. But instead, this just feels like a weak prequel setup for the game. Like Sony said, we don't really want to adapt the story that fans love, but let's throw them a bone and maybe we'll get there if we get a sequel. And I'm sorry, but no, I cannot stand it when studios use the identity of a beloved property and then just decide to do their own thing and say, screw the fans. I mean, the Mario movie, the Sonic movies, even the freaking Minecraft movie all grasp what the fans wanted and put it on screen. Meanwhile, Sony's over here fumbling the bag yet again. That being said, when Until Dawn leans into its B-movie vibe and gets a little self-aware, it's a lot of fun. The cinematography and editing are also surprisingly solid too. It's a great looking movie, not just serviceable, but polished. And again, the practical blood and gore, big win for me. So is Until Dawn great as a horror movie or a video game adaptation? No, not really. Especially not if you're a fan of the game. But as a mid-tier, inoffensive slasher with some cool kills, the interesting time loop concept, a few decent scares, and a better third act than I expected, could have been a lot worse. This is one of those movies that I say if you're interested, catch it at a matinee or wait until it's on streaming when you and your friends can get together and watch it and make fun of it and have some fun, and I will be very surprised if this gets a sequel. But if it does, Sony, do yourselves a favor. Adapt the actual game next time. You know, the one that people already love? And that's my review of Until Dawn. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this review, you know exactly what to do. Please leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you never miss any of my new reviews. While you're at it, you can scroll down the description below, find the links to my socials, leave a comment, let me know if you saw Until Dawn and what you thought. And if you want more of my content, you can click or tap on these cards right here. I'll take you to my review of Sinners, or just over to my channel where you can check out the rest of my reviews. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I will see you next time for the next MCU release, Thunderbolts.